Hello Panda fam, we find ourselves at Richmond Night Market once again. It is the biggest night market in all of North America. Well known for its incredible food and its family fun experience. It was my second time bringing my partner here, and honestly we still had a pretty great time. And we ran into some friends in the parking lot, so that made the experience even better. Unfortunately, it's no longer a dog-friendly experience as they no longer allow dogs. So our poor puppers had to be taken home. We may have greased the wheels and got in a little bit earlier than usual, just to get a little bit of filming done, you know? So if you're wondering why it looks so empty in the start, well that's why. Now we're going to start off strong with Angel Cafe, one of the favorite things we tried that day. And they seem to be most well known for their pineapple creme brulee. And they seem to have their own specialized seating area. But a lot of people were sneaking in to sit there anyway. A slice of pineapple, covered in brown sugar and cream. Torched to delicious perfection. And then it's topped off with some whipped cream and some strawberries. And of course we needed some drinks to wash it all down. My friends and I were super excited to try this. I mean, who doesn't love creme brulee? And by the time I got back to the table, my girlfriend was eating a wheel full of cheese, which I don't even know where she got from. But she did seem like she was enjoying herself. And as for our drinks, we got a matcha strawberry drink and a pineapple soda. The matcha strawberry drink was decent. It had that sweetness, it had that milkiness, and it had that matcha earthiness. In my opinion, I would like a little bit more matcha, but that's just me. I personally like the pineapple drink more. It's fizzy, it's sweet, and it's got that pineapple sweetness. Really, really good. Now this pineapple creme brulee actually really surprised me. It had that nice hard top, it had that acidity from the pineapple, that sweetness from the sugar, a little bit of creaminess, and that strawberry flavor. Overall, it's really good and I would recommend it. And then we went back to an old classic, the flying cup noodles. This stall is actually really well known in Richmond Night Market. It's known for its noodles flying up in the air, and also because it has shrimp and sometimes ribs and eggs, all sorts of good stuff. I've had it before, but we also wanted our friends from Seattle to also give it a try as well. Now whether it tastes good or not, we'll determine that later. But I can tell you one thing, it's super Instagrammable. And we didn't want to just grab one thing at a time and try it, we wanted to grab a whole bunch of things. So we went to their sister company, the Sushi Hot Dog. We got the spicy tuna sushi hot dog, which is basically spicy tuna wrapped in a deep fried rice hot dog. And on top of that, we got a kimchi ramen donut. Now I really wanted to like this, but the ramen was just a little bit dry. Maybe I'm just more of a soupy noodle guy. You know, soupy noodles are just a little bit more comforting. That being said, the chicken wing and the spam and the egg, those were all good. I loved those. But they were classic Asian items to go with those ramen noodles, and I loved it. That being said, I was a little bit disappointed because I think I set the bar for them way too high. Because last year we had this giant rib with the flying noodles, and we had the soft shell crab with the flying noodles, and it was pretty freaking good. So if you guys go and you see the giant rib or you see the soft shell crab, get that one. I think it's more worth it. I think it's more fun. I think it tastes better. And then we got the sushi hot dog. I think this is one of the things that is pretty good bang for your buck because it's actually a lot of food. There was a decent amount of spicy tuna. It tasted good. It was spicy. It was sweet. It was savory. Very delicious. And it's one of the few items you could actually be full from eating. And after so much savory, we had to go for more sweets. Dubai chocolate was all the rave this year. You could find it in different cafes and different bakeries. Everybody was using Dubai chocolate. Now honestly, I'm not much of a fad chaser, so I really knew nothing about it. But I really wanted to try. I mean, it's got pistachios, it's got strawberries, it's got gold flakes. How could you not like that? And on top of all that, it's got chocolate. So much chocolate. The Dubai chocolate was pretty good. It's sweet, it's pistachio-y. I really like the flavor. It was slightly too sweet for me though. And honestly, I've never really liked chocolate with my strawberry. I like strawberries and I like chocolate, but I generally like them separate. But if you like sweets, maybe this is for you. While the Dubai chocolate strawberries simply weren't for me, I did try something that I really liked. This Kakigori Japanese shaved ice. Now it was a hot freaking day, so having a shaved ice was a must. We got an ube shaved ice and a pineapple shaved ice. And each bowl has a ton of sauce and a ton of condensed milk. So every bite was bound to have flavor. And then they topped it off with a ton of cream, which gives it that rich, creamy texture. And honestly, bonus points for these guys, because they spent a lot of time making each and every one look really, really good. Now, I really like the pineapple shaved ice. It was sweet, it was creamy, and it had real pineapple on top. So for me, this was a 10 out of 10. It was perfect for the summer and it just hit the spot. I thought the ube was okay too. My friends actually like the ube better than the pineapple, but in general, I'm just not a big ube fan. Now I do have to mention, these desserts are freaking massive, and I think they're totally made to be shared. I think there was 8 of us in total and we still couldn't finish it because there was just so much shaved ice. Now the next one was another weird one. We got these giant baby bottle drinks, and I mean they were freaking massive. Like these jugs are so big it would hurt your back. I think one of the drinks we got was peach, and the other one was a classic lemonade. Now to be fair, I asked for the smaller 32-ounce one, and they gave me 2 giant 66-ounce ones. That was not my fault. I thought the peach one was actually really, really good. It had a decent amount of peach flavor and it wasn't too sweet. It was also really good for cutting the grease on a lot of the skewers or a lot of greasy food that you might have. But the lemonade was way too sour and way too sweet. This next one had some mixed reviews online, but honestly, I really enjoyed it. Now, how exactly would I describe Mille Crepes? They're kind of like this crispy, flaky cracker. And then they take some jam, some cream, and sandwich it all together. And of course, I had to get the matcha and red bean, a classic Japanese combination. And again, the presentation was spot on. It looked delicious and it was beautiful to look at. And like I mentioned before, the pastry is beautifully crispy and flaky. It has a nice crunch to it and it has the sugary top. But be warned, it's terribly messy. You'll drop flakes all over your clothes and all over the floor. And on top of that, there's that creamy texture coming from the matcha cream. And of course, there's also the sweetness from the red bean. Overall, I actually really like this pastry. I think it was absolutely delicious. That being said, they are really big though. So again, they are probably meant to be shared. But sharing food is probably one of the best parts about the night market. Now this was the last food item of the night, but it was a must-have and a must-get. It is a night market cult classic. And I also got it during night market's happy hour. After a certain time, they started offering food at a lower price. And it's always nice to get a little bit of a bargain. For people new to the night market, you probably won't understand the type of nostalgia you get from ordering this dish. This has probably been around since night market's been around, and it's so freaking delicious. It's sweet from the chili sauce, it's crunchy because it's deep fried, and it has that chewiness because, I mean, it's squid. It's so freaking good. Highly freaking recommend. And of course, you have to visit the game area. Is it a scam? I have no idea, but we certainly did have fun though. But I'm almost certain that at least this guy got scammed. I mean, nobody ever wins that game. But I can tell you this much, we didn't get scammed. We came, we played, we won. But my friends were not the only winners that night. We picked a prize, we picked a game, and my girlfriend, she freaking slammed it down. My girlfriend threw that beanbag like it owed her money. My girlfriend threw that beanbag like she was venting anger out of her soul. And boy did it pay off. We got our little macaron bear. That's what we call him, we don't actually know what he is. What matters is we won. And this little guy still sits in our living room. Now I often get asked, why don't you talk about the money? How come you don't talk about how much it cost or if it's a good bang for the buck? Because honestly we know that Richmond Night Market is more expensive than it was before. It's not gonna seem like a good bang for the buck. But I do appreciate that we have this experience. I appreciate that it's fun and something to do. In Vancouver, we have so many amazing experiences that we can have. I think we're super jaded. We've forgotten that other places don't have stuff like this. I really enjoyed myself. I think my partner really enjoyed themselves. Our friends from Seattle really loved it. So yeah, it cost a little bit more than before, but at the end of the day, we made so many happy memories. And honestly, I value that way more. So I encourage you guys, still go check out the night market. They need your support and they need your love. And as per usual, if you like this video, give it a subscribe, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, Panda fam. Let's dine again soon.